hear the word cylinder, we usually think of a figure, something like this, similar to what most canned food comes in. Now in this figure we see a circle in the XY plane, and that circle goes infinitely in the Z direction. So it's like a circle stacked on top of a circle forever. If you look at the equation for the surface, x squared plus y squared equals 9, you notice that in 3 dimensions you don't have any mention of the Z. That means there's a circle with a radius 3 for every value of Z forever. Now likewise, in this one you see the equation z squared plus y squared equals 9. Well, that's also a circle of radius 3. However, that's a circle of radius 3 in the YZ plane, so that goes forever in the X direction. Circle in Y and Z, that goes forever in the X direction. Now this is the three-dimensional graph of the equation y equals 2x squared. Notice again, there's no mention of a z. Well, you see in the xy plane that we have the parabola, y equals 2x squared. However, this goes forever in the z direction. And that also is called a cylinder. And in this equation, we've got z equals sine of x. So in the xz plane, we have the sine graph. However, that goes forever, obviously, in the y direction. So that also is a cylinder. Now, in the definition of a cylinder, we're told that it's the set of all lines parallel to a given line. Now, none of that actually goes with any of the figures that I've been showing you. However, if you take a look at this cylinder, when again, our interpretation was you've got a circle in the xy plane that's extended infinitely in the z direction. I kind of like that. However, that's not what the definition says. Now, the definition of the cylinder says it's the set of all lines parallel to a given line. Well, in this figure, I have put a given line. And here is a set of lines parallel to that. This line is parallel, this line is parallel, this one is parallel, this one is parallel. You go all the way around the cylinder and you've got lines parallel to the first one. And so that's the definition of a cylinder. Lines parallel. Those parallel lines are referred to as rulings, R-U-L-I-N-G-S. And here we see the parabolic cylinder. Again, the idea is this is a parabola that's extended infinitely in one direction. However, again, if you look at the lines that are parallel, these are the rulings, all the lines parallel to this line. And here's the last one that we were looking at, the sine function, is equal sine of x. Again, it's like the sine function here in the xz plane that's going infinitely in the y direction. And so here is the rulings